Right, let's take you back to the US. Donald Trump, as you will remember, was talking just a few moments ago before we brought you that breaking news on Heathrow. David Blevins was listening in to some of that. And David, it was a Donald Trump news conference as we have come to expect them at this point in his presidency. He started off with a newsline about sixth-generation fighters and ended up talking about tariffs as well as the war in Ukraine. Which point do you want to begin this all with, David? Should we start with the threat on towards tariffs and how difficult that's going to be in terms of there being reciprocity from the EU and the effect on the economy?
Yeah, well, he obviously is intending to proceed with his plans to impose tariffs on April 2nd, describing that as Liberation Day for the United States. But he did indeed cover a lot of ground, as he often does when he invites the media into the Oval Office, dealing with deportations, tariffs, NATO, even talking about the two astronauts who have returned from the International Space Station this week. But I think the big takeaway from the press conference we've just heard is the fact that both the President of the United States and the Secretary of Defense felt the need to step in and defend Elon Musk. He is very much the man under the microscope at the moment, and I'll explain why. The purpose of this event, as you say, Kamali, was to announce the award of the contract from the US Air Force for the next generation fighter jet, the F-47, to replace the F-22. I'm guessing it's called the F-47 because Donald Trump is the 47th President of the United States. That contract is being awarded to Boeing. That's a complete reversal of fortunes for the company. They've really been struggling in terms of commercial and defence contracts. But it's a $20 billion contract, and the Defence Secretary, Pete Hegseth, says it represents continuing air dominance by the United States. But in the midst of that huge announcement, the focus remained on Elon Musk, and I think that's for three reasons. There's still a lot of concern in the United States about the cut to the federal workforce being made by his Department of Government Efficiency. There's concern about the extent to which he's calling for judges who oppose the president's agenda to be impeached. And there's real concern about the fact that he visited the Pentagon this morning, forcing the president to deny reports in the newspapers that he was there to be briefed on America's preparation in the event of war with China. So quite extraordinary that amid everything else he's talking about, the big focus remains on his advisor, Elon Musk.